right, so as you can see, this is now green. You guys didn't get to see that happen, but that's okay. I felt it was not necessary to show my minimalistic prep routine with rattle can paint. So there it is. It's green now. However, the swing arm isn't. So before I really start putting this together, I need to get the swing arm finished, which means I need to get this brake caliper installed on it. Oh boy. Oh. This weighs a good amount of weight. Oh. Now, as I said, I couldn't do it with the axle installed. I'm still not going to be able to. However, with it installed, I was able to determine the only place that will fit and clear things. And that's going to be right here. Now, you can see it doesn't go all the way down. There's a little bit of an issue there, isn't there? So, I'm going to have to figure that out. In other words, I need this to drop like a 1/2 inch. I need these bolt holes to be on here so I can drill them and have a secure place to mount. So I need to cut a little groove in here. I don't like that because it's going to weaken it. Also, the axle needs to be able to move. So, stuff for these bolt holes, not so cool. I'm also thinking about welding a thing onto here to mount. No, that's not going to do, because then I'll have to cut even more out and make it even weaker. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set it a little bit back from where it should be now, because if anything, it's going to have to get loose, or the chain is going to stretch and it's going to get looser. So I set it a little bit back. That'll give me, when I make my cutout, I can make my cutout a little bit bigger towards the back too, so I can get even more room towards the back. So let's mark the center of our holes. And if I want it to be able to slide back, I'm going to need a little bit more out of the front without infringing on those holes too much. Alright, so now that fits pretty good. Now I'm going to have to slot those holes. I don't think I'm going to beef this up at all. I think all I'm going to do is finish these welds that I couldn't really get on the tractor. I think it's going to be beefy enough. We'll do that, clean it up, and this will be ready for paint. All right, now I need to get the keyway machine into this. So that's gonna be fun. It's not much at all, but I need a keyway. It's not looking very promising here. Is it? No, it isn't. I wish I had more of this threaded rod or some longer bolts of this pitch or similar pitch. I think I'm just gonna have to do this extremely carefully and manually. Oh yeah. And that's tight. Tight, 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 tight. Tight, 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 tight. So now, let's tighten these Allen wrench keyholes. Because they're going to do a lot, right? All right, now that is on there. All right, now that I have these pieces all here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scuff them up with 320 and get these ready to go. Hang them and spray them. I'll probably do the little floor pans too and the dust covers for that, so that way it's all 100% painted, and then I can start putting things together. So now I got my last green pieces all welded up, all scuff sanded, and all hung up. Now I need to wipe them down and then make them green. Now, last thing I need to do before I start spraying the paint is blow these off real good to get rid of any lint and any other crap I may have gotten on them. Alright, so those are all sprayed green now. The caliper, I sprayed the whole thing and then kind of wiped off the outside. I hope the pad itself will take more. If not, I'll spin it on the axle while holding it to make that a nice straight edge. Just wanted it all protected where the caliper wasn't going to be cleaning it. Just for looks, really, so it doesn't look rusted. Now, that being said, those things are tacking up. I don't have anywhere at all to put them. And I have a few extra little pieces I'd like to paint, like the steering wheel, the hub for it, and the bottom of the hood pieces here. So, think I need to start assembling it loosely. And then catch up torquing another day. You know what? All right. Which will save the brake caliper for another day. Today, I just want to get this axle on here and hung well. Whew. All right. Well, that's gonna be my work for today. Yep. Actually, that looks like it's right where it needs to be. So, perfect. All right, but like I said, that's gonna be it for today. Yes, that's firmly attached to them now. All right. So, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Buff it up.